Bunge's great storehouse, my dear Bassy, cried Badger. What in the world has happened to your tail? Don't talk about it, please, said Mr. Voss. It's a painful subject. They were digging the new channel. They dug on in silence. Badger was a great digger, and the tunnel went forward at a terrific pace now that he was leading a pole. Soon they were crunching underneath yet another wooden floor. Mr. Fast grinned slyly, showing sharp white teeth. If I'm not mistaken, my dear Badger, he said, we are now underneath of the farm which belongs to that nasty little pot-bellied dwarf, Bounce. We are, in fact, directly underneath the most interesting part of their farm. Ducks and geese, cried the small foxes, licking their lips. Juicy tender ducks and the big fat geese. Exactly, said Mr. Voss. But how in the world can you know where we are? Asked Badger. Mr. Voss grinned again, showing even more white teeth. Look, he said, I know my way around this farm, blindfold. For me, it's just as easy below ground as it is above it. He reached high and pushed up one wooden floorboard, then another. He poked his head through the gap. Yes, he shouted, jumping up into the room above. I've done it again. I've hit it smack on the nose, right in the bull's-eye. Come and look. Quickly, Badger and the three small foxes scrambled up after him. They stopped and stared. They stood and gaped. They were so overwhelmed they couldn't speak. For that they now sure was a kind of fox dream, a badger's dream, a paradise for hungry animals. This, my dear old Badger, proclaimed Mr. Voss, is Bunk's mighty storehouse. All his faster stuff is stored in here before he sends it off to market. Against all the four walls of the great room, stacked in cardboard and piled up, shelves reaching from floor to ceiling, were thousands and thousands of the finest and fattest duck and geese, plucked and ready for roasting, and up above, dangling from the rafters, there must have been at least 100 smoked hams and 50 sides of bacon. Just feast your eyes on that, cried Mr. Voss, dancing up and down. What you think of it? Pretty good girl. Suddenly, as though spring had been released in their leg, the three hungry small foxes and the relentlessly hungry Badger sprang forward to grab the luscious food. Stop, ordered Mr. Voss. This is my party, so I shall do the choosing. The others fell up, licking their chops. My fox began prowling around the storehouse, examining the glorious display with an expert eye. The third of Salifer slid down one side of his jaw and hung suspended in mid-air, then snapped. We mustn't overdo it, he said. Mustn't give the game away. Mustn't let them know what we have been up to. We must be neat and tidy and take just a few of the choice morsels. So to start with, we shall have 4 pump young dust. We took them from the shelf. Oh, how lovely and fat they are. No wonder Bounce gets a special price for them in market. All right. Badger lent me a hand to get them down. You children can help us well. Help us well. They will go. Goodness me, look how your mouths are watering. And now, I think we had better have a few geese. 3 will be quite enough. We'll have the biggest. Oh my, and oh my. You'll never see finer geese than this in a king's kitchen. Gently does it. That's the way. And what about a couple of nice smoked hams? I adore smoked ham, don't you, Badger? Fetch me that step ladder, will you please? Mr. Fox climbed up the ladder and hand on the 3 magnificent hands. And do you like bacon, Badger? I'm mad about bacon, cried Badger, dancing with excitement. Let's have a side of bacon. Let's pick one up there. And the carrot said, said the smallest of the 3 small foxes. You must take some of this carrot. Don't be whipped, said Fox. You know we never eat things like that. It's not for us, Dad. It's for the rabbit. They only eat vegetables. My goodness me, you are right, cried Mr. Fox. What a thoughtful little fellow you are. Take 10 bounces of carrots. Soon all this lovely loot was lying in neat heap up the floor. The small foxes crouched close, their noses twitching, their eyes shining like stars. And now, said Mr. Fox, we shall have to borrow from our friend's Bounce 2 of these useful push carts over in the corner. He and the Badger fetched the push carts, and the ducks and geese and hams and bacon were loaded onto them. Quickly the push carts were lowered through the hole in the floor. The animals slid down after them. Back in tunnel, Mr. Fox again pushed the floorboard very carefully into place, so that no one could see them have been moved. My darling, he said, pointing to 2 of 3 small foxes, take a cart each and run back as fast as you can to your mother. Give her my love, and tell her we are having guests for dinner. The badger, the mouse, the rabbit, and the weasel. Tell her it must be a true great feat, and tell her the rest of us will be home as soon as we have done one more little job. Yes, Dad, right away, Dad, they answered, and they grabbed a turley each and went rushing off down the tunnel.